Hi everybody, hope you're well. It's username Kate here, and today I have ventured out the house and up the road to Ashton in Makerfield in Wigan to bring you guys along to the Langan HQ/factory. So hopefully today in this vlog we will see some pretty tasty motorcycles and just get a better understanding about how things work here. So if you're interested to come along with me, get yourself a cuppa, hang tight, and I'll catch you after the intro. Well guys, I am here at Langan HQ and their factory, so let's have a look around. Let's have a mill around. There are motorcycle companies, and then there are motorcycle workshops that feel more like studios, places where machines aren't manufactured, they're sculpted. Langan is one of those places. This isn't mass production, it isn't stamp metal rolling down an assembly line, it's a small team building motorcycles by hand with the same care you'd expect from a bespoke watchmaker or artisan coach builder. And if you know Langan, you'll know where it all started, the two-stroke. Their first production motorcycle, an ultralight, road-legal, Grand Prix-inspired machine, limited to 100 build slots. Just 100. Each of them a personal commission, each one with the potential to be hugely different from the next. At its heart is a 249.5cc two-stroke, developed by Vince in Maranello and built exclusively for Langan. It makes around 76 horsepower and 45 newton meters of torque in a bike that weighs roughly 120 kilos, so the power to weight is in proper GP territory. The basic architecture is a classic two-stroke, but the way it's managed is anything but old school. Instead of premix, you've got a modern electronic fuel injection system working together with a separate ECU-controlled oil injection system. The fuel goes in through Langan's own EFI setup, while a dedicated oil circuit feeds tiny amounts of lubricant into the crankcases, adjusting how much it sends depending on revs and throttle. That means a far less wasted oil, far fewer unburned hydrocarbons, and a much cleaner burn than you'd expect from a stroker. Clean enough for this engine and bike to meet full Euro 5 emissions. The result is pretty wild. All the hard-hitting top end you'd want from a two-stroke, but with a smooth, strong torque curve and a level of civility and legality that shouldn't really exist in a bike like this. With Langan's two-strokes, every element is customisable, from the wheels, whether it's classic wire spokes or lightweight Dimag, to the suspension setup, the bar position, the riding stance, brakes, finishes, ergonomics. Customers don't just select from a list, they co-create their motorcycles with the people who are building it. And to me, that's the magic of this place. Walk around the workshop and you'll see it everywhere. Beautiful carbon panels, glistening in the light, bikes being assembled by hand, machine parts sitting on the shelves patiently ready to be assembled on the motorcycles. Even the paintwork is a signature. Deep glossy paint finishes that reveal a beautiful carbon underneath. Not hidden under layers, but proudly visible. Sometimes raw, sometimes coloured, like this stunning emerald green carbon on one of the fenders. It looks absolutely divine. And without sounding too salesy, Langan build motorcycles that live with you. Machines that you can commission, refine, personalise, and then tell stories about for the rest of your life. It's not a brand for everyone, it never was. It was built for riders who see motorcycles as extensions of themselves. And that philosophy, that dedication, is why the next chapter matters so much. Let's take a look at the Lightspeed. There are fast bikes, and then there are motorcycles engineered to make you feel something. The Langen LIGHTSPEED sits firmly in both categories. At the heart of the bike is a 185 brake horsepower power plant designed to deliver drama. The throttle response is direct and vicious, and as you'll hear later in the vlog, when the bike fires up, it's unapologetic. Think big performance numbers in a featherweight chassis. At Langan, power to weight is the obsession, not just horsepower for bragging rights. And when you look closely, the attention to detail is staggering. The majority of the bike is already coming from production tooling, not prototype components. It's not a one-off showpiece made just to impress photographers. This is a motorcycle already deep into its real build process. But what you saw at Motorcycle Live at the NEC wasn't the final production bike. The swing arm had just been tested recently before the show. The welds on that bike were functional development welds. They are not representative of the welds that customers will get on their final machine. Production bikes will feature beautiful TIG welds just like on the main frame that you see here. Hand finished, immaculate, the kind of detailing where you can see the craft, the precision, and the pride of the person who laid each bead. And Langan don't cut corners. Before the first bikes leave the factory, the LIGHTSPEED still has a full winter mileage testing program ahead of it. Cold, wet, real-world miles. Electronics, reliability, engine mapping, comfort, fuel efficiency, every element of type approval is stress tested in the harshest of UK winter conditions. Whatever doesn't survive winter gets refined. The final tweaks to the bike will be made after this hardcore testing phase, and that's why timeline matters. For UK riders, first deliveries of the LIGHTSPEED will begin in summer 2026. This bike is built here, developed here, tested here, so the first riders to swing the leg over it will be from here. Now, in the United States, the story is different. Langan are pushing towards full US type approval, but that process won't complete until early 2027. But if you're an American rider who doesn't want to wait, there is a back door. A low volume route that allows US customers to import a UK spec bike. No catalytic converter, a little louder, optional ABS, a purist's machine. You can literally call Langan, speak with them directly and explore that route. It's personal and not automated in the slightest, but do understand this, UK customers will get their bikes first. This isn't a volume motorcycle with only 185 being produced. It's boutique, engineered, obsessively finished. Anyone with a working set of eyes can see that. A bike where performance and artistry share the same oxygen. What's the price, you ask? It's £37,000 plus VAT, or £44,400 in total. And if you think that's wild, there's a turbocharged version in the pipeline. You'll hear more about that in my next Langan vlog, an interview with Chris Ratcliffe, founder and CEO of Langen Motorcycles. Right, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's hear it fired up.
Well team, that concludes my time at Langan HQ, Langan factory, and what an experience it has been. Honestly, the pride that these guys have for these machines is absolutely unreal. The craftsmanship, the bikes are absolutely stunning, and honestly, I cannot wait to throw my leg over the 2-stroke, the Lightspeed at some point if I'm lucky enough to have the opportunity, and give it a whirl, because those bikes down there, they are special. Right, if you have any questions that I've failed to answer, please do let me know in the comments and I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. And until the next time guys, I'll catch you on the next vlog. Bye!